This video was produced in collaboration with Beef. It's What's for Dinner on behalf of the Beef Checkoff. It's all about a fast, easy dinner as we make this Mediterranean steak pasta. Hey there, welcome to Feast and Farm Cooks. My name is Rachel Ballard, and this is the channel where I teach you how to cook more from scratch so you can eat less junk. And today, I have an expert in the kitchen with me. Do you see him? Maybe not. This is Chuck Knows Beef. You can activate Chuck Knows Beef via your Amazon Echo, Google Home, or you can head to chuckknowsbeef.com. He's going to be helping us out today. About a week and a half ago, Chuck and I got together to pick out a recipe that we wanted to make, and we came up with this Mediterranean steak pasta. Let me show you what you're going to need to put it together. So over here, we've got 24 ounces or so, about a jar of your favorite marinara sauce, whichever one you enjoy. I'm gonna get my skillet turned on here so we can get it heating up. I have 3 to 4 ounce sirloin tip steaks. Now these are really easy to find wherever you buy your meat, and they're very affordable, so those are really nice to use here. We're gonna do an olives in ours. If you can get your hands on actual pasta sauce with olives in it, that's even better, but I couldn't, so I'm just gonna add about 1/4 cup of olives into my tomato sauce when it's time. I have a teaspoon of crushed dried oregano, a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Because this is a Mediterranean dish, you could certainly use feta here, or even if you like blue cheese for a bolder punch of flavor, you can certainly use that, or you can leave the cheese out altogether. I have a little bit of fresh parsley we're gonna use, a little bit of salt and some olive oil, and then in my pot on the other side of the room, I have 8 ounces of fettuccine cooking, and as soon as it's done, I'll drain that and bring it over. But for now, we're gonna get started on cooking our steaks. This is so simple, it's almost one pot, and it's gonna be done in a flash. So let me get rearranged here and I'll show you how it works. All right, let's get started. Now, we're gonna turn Chuck on. So here's how you do that. You say, Alexa, activate Chuck Knows Beef.
Hey, I'm Chuck, your guide to all things beef. I can help with recipes, cuts, cooking tips, and a whole lot more. How can I help?
Let's make a recipe with sirloin steak.
Enjoy some of these drool-worthy recipes. You'll read them one by one. Say the number of the recipe you'd like to try, or say more to hear more recipes. 1. Mediterranean steak and pasta with tomato olive sauce. 2. Pepper beef steaks with chili cilantro butter. 3. Dijon wine steak kebabs with mushroom wild rice.
1.
Okay. Try this quick and easy weeknight dinner. Whole wheat pasta is served with beef sirloin tip center steaks and a tomato and olive sauce. This one will please the adults and the kids in your family. Let's get started. Would you like to prepare the ingredients or skip to instructions?
Let's skip to instructions.
Heat large non-stick skillet over medium heat until hot. Place beef steaks in skillet. Cook 11 to 13 minutes for medium rare, 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Doneless, turning occasionally.
Okay.
Do not overcook. Remove from skillet. Keep warm.
So what we're doing now, I'm gonna go ahead and put my steaks into my skillet, if you can see me through all of this. And I have lightly salted them, and Chuck's gonna walk me through each step. I've put a meat thermometer inside because you don't want to overcook your steaks. Let me see if I can fit number 4 in here on the side. Overcooked beef is not gonna be what you wanna have here. So of course, we want to just cook it to between 140 to 160 degrees, somewhere in that range. And I have my meat thermometer on, and I'm gonna keep a close eye on that. I'm gonna flip these in about 4 or 5 minutes. I want them to get a really nice sear on the outside and still be nice and pink on the inside. So I will be back with you once I've gotten these cooked, and I'll show you how to put the sauce together. Be back in just a minute. Our steak was in the skillet for just 6 minutes, and it doesn't take very long, and so I have those resting on a plate on the side over here. You really want to rest your meat so that the juices can redistribute, and when you take your meat off of the heat, it's going to rise in temperature, sometimes up to 15 degrees. So don't be afraid to pull it off when it's a little bit early. Let it rise and finish cooking off on the side, and you'll be fine. You'll be sure not to overcook it. So into my skillet, I have added just that jar of pasta sauce, or your own homemade if you have that. We're gonna add in the oregano, and sometimes we need a little bit of salt, so we'll put that in. Then we add our olives to our oregano and our pasta sauce, and we're just gonna give that a stir to kind of let everything simmer together just for a second. And we can go ahead, we can add some parsley if we want to, or you can do it at the end if you'd like, but I'll go ahead and chop it while that's simmering up there. And then this is just assembly because everything else is finished. So I'm gonna chop my parsley. I am actually going to put my steaks back in and give them a little bit of a coating of the sauce. So I'm gonna just nestle those down inside for a second. and get them all coated. Put them down in there. If you want to make this truly one pan, you can just add all your finished pasta right into this and serve right out of it if you'd like to. I'm gonna get that in there. Give everything a really nice turn. Then I'm gonna get a big platter. I'm gonna come back and plate it up for you. Be back in just a second. Now let's go ahead and just get everything assembled. So I've got my fettuccine that's piping hot here, straight out of the pot. I'm gonna put that on my plate. Let's see if we can get it all in there if we're gonna spill it. If it's me, I'll spill it. Guaranteed. Okay, so take your hot, steaming, your dish with your steaks in here and just put those really nice and hot on there. I won't get all 4 on. Let's just do a couple for now so we don't make a gigantic mess. Then you take your cheese. So I didn't forget. We're going to put a little bit of cheese on, and then we're going to spoon a little more sauce on. You could just do this on everybody's individual plates if you wanted to. Add our parsley on there. See if I can get a few more scoops of my sauce. Just get that spooned in. Then you get a bite. Let's see if we can't take a little corner off over here. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of pasta too. You can access Chuck Knows Beef through a Google Home or an Alexa device like this and experience his wit and intelligence for yourself. You can also get Chuck on your desktop computer or access him at chuckknowsbeef.com on your phone so you can have help when you're in the grocery store. Thanks so much for being with me today. I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.